Hey dummies, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into these theories that have been floating around involving Halsey and Namjoon, which I think is so cute and interesting and cute. And there has been a lot of talk about Halsey and BTS recently, and I wanted to add to that. I also want to get into Jin's brave action in showing his love for this female trainee. So grab your dumpling, a tea-spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first of your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to jump into is Halsey and her relationship with BTS. If you are not sure, Halsey is a big supporter of BTS and way before BTS reached this level of fame. They briefly met a few times, I believe, and maybe sometime backstage, but there was one public time where we publicly saw them meet for the first time. I believe this was at the Billboard Music Awards, where Halsey actually came up to BTS and said that she loved them. I don't know if she knew if they could speak English at the time, but I always knew Halsey was a big supporter of Asian things. Her older music videos had some Tokyo inspired stuff, and even kind of like anime stuff, because she's a really good painter. So she seemed like she liked them genuinely. And also at the time, no one knew whether BTS would stick in America or not. I think they were hoping and maybe expecting, but we didn't know for sure. Many K-pop acts have come and gone in America at that time too. Halsey definitely believed in BTS and may have been the only celebrity that really supported them at the time, like really publicly, and said that she believed BTS would go far. Halsey is one of those people that supports the underdogs, and this is why I love her so much. She doesn't go with the trends, and she does whatever she wants. Her music has never been what mainstream pop sounds like. Her features sometimes are, but her music is not at all. Even her pop songs don't sound like the pop that's on the radio. Then when she makes it famous, other people copy. Now, when BTS and Halsey, they didn't interact publicly too much from that time. And it was a big shock when I found out that Halsey and BTS were doing Boy With Love. When I told you, I screamed, I screamed. Halsey was my all-time favorite artist at the time, and I had followed her since she was doing parody videos on YouTube. And she went by her real name, Ashley Frangipane. Those videos are gone. She actually got one of her first #1s being in the song Boy With Love. I think Closer also got #1 too, I could be wrong. But Halsey was on The Ellen Show and was asked about her #1. And you could tell how shy she was talking about BTS and how proud she was more so for BTS than her own accomplishment. Because she probably knew it wasn't necessarily her #1. She was just there for the ride. And she didn't fail to bring up BTS's name in the interview. She was acting a little shy talking about it. A lot of people thought she was shy because she had a crush on them and was being nervous and blushing when she was saying BTS. But I think she was just nervous because she didn't know if ARMY liked her, and she was trying very hard not to overstep. ARMY, within the first few times BTS interacts with someone, they're very cautious, and once you pass that initial vibe check, you're good, you're accepted. But that was definitely what a lot of people used to show that Halsey had a crush, but I don't know about that. Halsey had another interview where she was asked who her bias was, and this was also before Boy With Love, so she probably didn't know them personally. She responded that she liked all of them and that they all seemed great, but then nervously whispered RM, allegedly, according to some news sites. People then took this as RM is probably her type, and given the opportunity they would date, and likely said that they have probably dated. Given that Halsey is with someone right now and does have a baby, it's very clear that a date never really happened or didn't even stick if it did happen. Also, if you didn't know, Halsey is someone who has a very specific type of guy that she's attracted to. And I'm not just saying that because I would be jelly that my wife Halsey is dating my husband Namjoon, but I have proof-ish. If you look at her track record of men she's dated, you'll notice something. She had a song a little while ago called Ghost. This was, I believe, in her EP before her album Badlands. And she describes the type of guy that she is attracted to. I don't like them innocent. I don't want no face fresh. Want them wearing leather, begging, let me be your taste test. Like the sad eyes, bad guys, mouth full of white lies, kiss me in the corridor, but quick to tell me goodbye. That's not any of the members. Those boys sure have a fresh face. They're not players or anything like that, and they are innocent. Halsey saying RM is her bias could mean that she likes RM's voice the best, and maybe 1 or 2 times she's met them, she connects with him the best since he speaks English. But bias doesn't necessarily mean you'll date them. If you're a straight girl who's into BTS and has a crush on them, you might want to date your bias, but you probably have a bias in Blackpink or a bias in Twice, and you probably wouldn't date them. Or maybe you would, I don't know. Actually, real question. Being bi, it's actually very difficult for me to understand that there are people that are just attracted to one gender. I mean, I understand it, but I don't know how that feels. Like, what does the other gender feel like to you? Is the other gender that you're not attracted to, do you look at them like how you look at a lamp? Not attracted to them at all. Oh wait, hold on, lamps are kind of sexy. Do you look at them like how you see a cup? Wait, but cups are also kind of... Although if BTS and Halsey ever dated or went on a date in the future, I would be 100% supportive. I think BTS should date someone and RM should be getting his life going, and he is getting older. So people who expect that by his 30s he might be married. People already thought he was married. They just didn't know who. Jin is someone who is also getting older, and people also expect him to have some sort of relationship and be with other people. I would love him to have a special someone, and I do love the idea of if he is able to find someone in the military, whether he finds a man or a woman there. I do think the idea of him meeting someone in the military is cute. Recently a story came out, and the particular woman that we are going to be talking about, I can't find her channel, but allegedly this woman said it in a YouTube video. And so it's still just a rumor, so take it as you will. This girl is a big hit trainee. We don't know if she is still training or decided to kind of move on from the program. Either way, she talked about her and Jin used to take vocal lessons together. So it must have been a while back. And also Big Hit didn't take female trainees for a while. So this could have been way back. But she said she saw Jin at an airport once and she decided to just ignore him. Jin was walking and maybe he had paparazzi and a team with him. He probably looked so intimidating. And usually idols at the airport try to not talk to anyone or really do any strange movements because they don't want it on the news tomorrow. But Jin was brave apparently. So the woman, she felt like Jin was so big at the time and she felt like she wasn't able to say hello, or maybe felt like she wasn't worthy. But that's a bad way to think about yourself. You're definitely worthy enough to say hi to someone. So she actually didn't even really look at him and pretended she forgot about him. Jin went right up to her and started talking to her. Jin wanted to catch up with her and then even mentioned how sad he was that the woman didn't say hi first. And she explained how she felt to Jin, and it was just so beautiful. Like, it's so amazing to see people not forget their roots, not forgetting who helped them get to where they are. I don't know how big of an impact the woman had on Jin, but if they were taking some classes, then they probably helped each other out a little bit. I get so annoyed when people get successful or famous or whatever and act like they don't remember their old friends or whatever. So the moment money came into your hands, so did amnesia. Like, I don't know how someone can forget someone so easily. If I've met someone and we've hung out for one day and then don't see each other for years, I still remember them. And I would say hi if I saw them on the street. Like, did they actually forget or are they pretending? Which is the most frustrating to me. I'm so glad this didn't happen with Jin and he remembers his roots. I think it's so important to be humble and remember where you came from. I never understand how money can change you that much. If you have what you need already, like enough money to buy anything you want, how does that impact how you treat other people? Unless you didn't like that person already and now you feel like since you have money you can finally tell them off, then sure, go for it. You know what? Stab your boss, live your dream. But if it's someone who helped you, I don't know how having money changes that. Just be a good person, be kind. You don't get to take money with you on your deathbed, which also shows how unimportant money is. So if you hate your job, but there's another job that, and if you take it, you'd have to cut back on some things, but still be okay, then take the dream job. Life's too short, and if you were waiting for a sign, here it is. But it's that reason right there why no matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter, because life is so much more than money. I didn't come from money, I don't have a lot of money now. I care more about building relationships than I do about being a millionaire. Obviously, Jin does too, and I hope you do too. Let me know what you think, let me know what your thoughts are, leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top description down below. We currently have over 400 videos that are already up on there. You can get videos such as fan cafe reactions, TV show reactions, and anything BTS related reactions over there as well. We also have a great time interacting with each other, as well as there is a 10% deal going on over there. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. That's on the front page and it's free to watch. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.